Here are the top 9 200 IQ moments that turned average people into billionaires. From creating a fashion empire to investing in different businesses, these stories will motivate you. So let's explore these extraordinary moments. Number 9. Tory Burch went from being a fashion copywriter to a billionaire. First up on the list is Tory Burch. She's had a super exciting journey. You won't believe this, but she started her fashion brand in her kitchen. And slowly, she reached the ranks of billionaires. As of today, she has a net worth of $1.1 billion. All of this was possible thanks to her fashion sense and solid strategies. Now, she wasn't new to the fashion industry. She had the opportunity to work with famous labels like Vera Wang, Ralph Lauren, and Harper's Bazaar. This experience provided her with industry insights and contacts. To begin her entrepreneurial journey, she needed some cash. Fortunately, she received a $2 million investment from her ex-husband, Christopher Burch. With that amount, she began designing clothes in her kitchen. This initial capital allowed her to kickstart her fashion brand. It wasn't long before the brand started to turn heads. Her position as an industry expert was solidified in 2005. There's always a bit of luck behind a successful business, and her lucky moment came when the one and only Oprah endorsed her brand.
New York style setter Tory Burch is being hailed as the next big thing in fashion.
And from that moment onwards, things really took off. Tory's label started being recognized as the next big thing in fashion. More and more people were interested in her designs. But it was in 2006 that she made her iconic product. The creation of the Riva ballet flat became a signature item. It quickly gained popularity and became a staple in women's casual and workwear. The industry started to acknowledge her talent after that. She won the Accessory Designer of the Year award from the Council of Fashion Designers of America. That made her a top player in fashion. Tory Burch had even bigger plans to expand the fashion line's appeal and visibility. One of the first steps she took was to make a cameo appearance on Gossip Girl. Later on, she included a sunglasses collection and made a debut at New York Fashion Week. And then, she successfully increased her label's presence in new locations. This included freestanding stores, international outlets, and department stores worldwide. The global reach boosted the brand's growth and profitability. Tory Burch's savvy choices, natural talent, and fashion adaptability helped her create a fashion empire worth over $3.5 billion. She went from writing about fashion to becoming a billionaire fashion boss, showing her smart business skills. And next up, we have a person who turned his brilliant idea into a running startup. Number 8. Austin Russell made his ambitious dream a reality. Austin Russell is the world's youngest self-made billionaire at just 28 years old. But what makes his story remarkable? Well, it's not just his massive net worth of $1.6 billion. The path he took that led him to this astonishing success really deserves some attention. Austin's journey began with a simple idea that started in his teenage years. He founded Millionaire Technologies, a tech startup based in Orlando, Florida. Fast forward 11 years, and his company now has a staggering market cap of $2.4 billion. Now, that's a feat that very few can even dream of achieving at such a young age. So, what was his secret? Austin did not rely solely on his technical or business abilities. Instead, he credits his achievement to qualities that many young people have: energy and passion. Young people, like Austin, have an abundance of energy. They give everything to their projects, and he's a shining example of that. He believes in taking passion to the extreme, and that's where the magic happens. Austin was only 16 or 17 years old when he had a bold vision. He dreamed of creating a revolutionary laser system that would enable cars to drive themselves. He believed in surpassing giants like Google and major automakers. So it began, and he started to pitch to investors. And the rest is history. Today, Millionaire has grown big enough to employ hundreds of people. If you drive a Mercedes-Benz or Volvo, you might soon have this technology in your car. But building such a company goes beyond passion and energy, as Austin Russell himself acknowledges. His journey involved more than enthusiasm. It was his thirst for knowledge that led him to independently explore various scientific fields. He worked on his skills in areas like coding and marketing. Austin Russell's story is definitely a 200 IQ moment. His career and business choices were exceptionally insightful, allowing him to reach billionaire status. We can't help but admire his strategic thinking and excellent decision-making skills. Starting young is clearly a good way to stay ahead, but the next story on the list proves that there's no age limit to fulfill your dreams and become a billionaire. Number 7. Stuart Horage's modest investment journey. Stuart Horage was a simple and humble man, but that didn't stop his net worth soaring to an astounding $2 billion. He was even ranked at number 1,277 on Forbes' 2019 billionaire list. But how did it happen? Well, let's go back to 1980. This was the year when his family's welding supply business was facing some challenges. The company's survival was in doubt as competitors chipped away at their profits. But Stuart discovered a ray of hope in his financial struggles. He came across The Money Masters by John Train.
Somebody put me on to John Train's book, I think it was The Money Market.
A book that shared the knowledge of famous investors like John Templeton, Benjamin Graham, and Warren Buffett. Reading it really inspired Stuart, so he decided to do something. He invested in Berkshire Hathaway, a holding company managed by Warren Buffett. That move was pure genius. He started with just 40 shares at $265 each. Over time, he added more, reaching a total of 300 shares. He might not have realized it then, but this was the start of something amazing. As years passed, he kept investing from his family business income in Warren Buffett's company. At his peak, he held 5,800 Berkshire shares. And today, each of those shares is worth a staggering $353,000. By combining patience, long-term vision, and smart financial choices, Stuart became a billionaire. And that story shows you don't need to be an inventor to become a billionaire. You just need to spot a good opportunity. But the next person on our list went a different route and ventured into the world of media and business to reach billionaire status. Number 6. Oprah's rise as a media powerhouse. When Oprah Winfrey graduated from college, she started her career as a news anchor. Soon, she became a popular figure in the industry because of her passionate reporting.
Hello, everybody!
And in 1984, things started to turn her way. Oprah finally got her own TV show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. And we all know what happened next.
Wants to know, what are you giving for Christmas? Well, today I'm going to tell you. Wireless phone and digital camera.
It dominated TV for 25 years and became America's #1 talk show. It proved to be a game changer for her. The show's incredible success turned her into a famous name and a major player in showbiz. Celebrities, leaders, and global icons graced her stage. But she didn't stop at fame and entertainment. She tackled tough issues like racism, poverty, and violence. Then, in the late 90s, she started her own production company, Harpo Productions. Now she had creative control over her television shows, films, and books. And it also gave her the independence and influence to shape her media empire. Oprah then took another savvy step. Her debut in the print media with O, the Oprah magazine, was an outstanding achievement. It became one of the most successful magazines globally, further expanding her reach. And after that, she started adding more projects to her list. She broadened her horizons with Oprah Radio and her TV network OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network, connecting with millions across the globe. Oprah also entered the fashion industry with a bang. She launched O, the Oprah Magazine Collection, before launching a range of skincare products called O, the Oprah Magazine Skincare. Her strong image fueled her business victories. Oprah's financial brilliance shines through her smart startup investments and venture capital smarts. These projects helped her to amass a fortune of $2.8 billion. Just like Oprah, the next person on our list created quite the buzz in the entertainment industry. Number 5. Reed Hastings' transition from software to entertainment. Reed Hastings is more than an entrepreneur. He's a visionary. His claim to fame was co-founding Netflix and steering it as CEO since 1998. It was under his leadership that Netflix became a dominant force in the entertainment industry. Soon enough, it was known for its innovative approach to content delivery. But his journey started with humble beginnings. Reed tried his hand at vacuum sales, tackled the demands of Marine Corps training, and generously volunteered with the Peace Corps. But his true calling lay elsewhere, in software development and leadership. His first venture was Pure Software, a debugging tool for engineers. And it was an instant hit. The revenue doubled every year that he was in charge, taking his success to a new level. In 1995, Morgan Stanley took notice and made Pure Software public. That is when Reed Hastings transitioned from the role of an engineer to chief executive officer. And during his tenure, he made some big decisions. In 1997, he sold Pure Software, now called Pure Atria, for a staggering $750 million. That was just the beginning of his journey towards greatness. With those funds, he set his sights on a new venture, ready to make his mark in the world of media. Reed Hastings had a plan to change the entertainment industry forever. Netflix was his brainchild, but it didn't happen overnight. He took his time to create the perfect idea for a global sensation. But he knew that he needed a partner to share his dream with. That's when he collaborated with Mark Randolph, his former coworker and VP of corporate marketing at Pure Atria. Together, they dreamed of creating a company as successful as Amazon. They brainstormed various e-commerce ideas, from delivering shampoo to surfboards. But it was a different idea that truly clicked with the two of them. They saw the potential in DVDs, a new media technology at the time. When Reed was charged $4 for returning a DVD late, he had an idea. The two decided to build a mail order service for DVDs, setting the stage for Netflix. On August 29, 1997, Reed Hastings took charge as the chair of Netflix. With 70% ownership, he was determined to steer the ship towards greatness. Though Mark Randolph initially served as CEO, Reed Hastings took the role in 1998, and the mail order service really took off. The streaming giant expanded its library, captivating a growing audience. But the transformative moment was streaming content in 2007. Netflix originals became global sensations. It was all thanks to Reed Hastings' unique leadership style that made Netflix one of the most popular streaming platforms today. And it was his experience as a founder in both projects that played a crucial role in boosting his wealth, which now stands at $4 billion. Reed's journey was indeed fascinating. And coming up next, we have a determined entrepreneur whose well-thought-out moves skyrocketed his wealth. Number 4. Howard Schultz made Starbucks an international brand. Meet Howard Schultz, the foundation and former CEO/chairman of Starbucks. This man is famous for making an empire out of a coffee chain. Now, his story started in the most unpredictable way. He was hired as Starbucks Director of Marketing and Sales Operations. When he joined the company, they only sold coffee beans. But Howard was quick to recognize the potential for Starbucks to expand beyond that. He introduced the idea of selling coffee drinks. This was inspired by his travels to Milan, Italy. From that moment onwards, Howard and Starbucks' fortunes changed. Unfortunately, the owners of the coffee chain were not impressed with this seemingly great idea. So he made a bold move to set up his own coffee shop. It's also true that Howard faced great financial challenges with his entrepreneurial initiative. However, he did not let financial difficulties hold him back. He secured funding to pursue his business goals. He created Il Giornale, which was later merged with Starbucks, and this made the brand even more successful. Under Howard's leadership, Starbucks has expanded from only 11 locations to more than 30,000 worldwide. Starbucks became a publicly traded company thanks to its strategy. This greatly contributed to the company's growth. From 2008 to 2017, Howard played a key role in growing Starbucks' market worth by around $100 billion. And if you think that's the end of his talents, then think again. This business tycoon is also the author of the book, Power of Appreciation: How Positive Thinking Can Change Your Life. And the book quickly rose to fame worldwide. His collective efforts have helped him to build a wealth that's around a jaw-dropping $4.3 billion. Unlike Howard, the next person didn't need to focus on just one thing. He successfully ran multiple businesses and is a true entrepreneur. Number 3. Richard Branson's diverse empire. Richard Branson's ingenious business ideas paved his way to billionaire status. His career is all about taking big risks and making lots of money. Despite his struggles with dyslexia and quitting school early, his entrepreneurial drive inspired him to launch a youth magazine called Student. And after that, he never looked back. He first expanded his ventures into the music industry with Virgin Records. The company signed major contracts, making it one of the world's largest record companies. But that's not all. Richard had the ability to identify opportunities and take risks. This became evident when he launched Virgin Atlantic to address the issues he saw with airline travel. And even when faced with financial difficulties, he remained firm and took bold steps. For instance, he made the tough decision to sell off his majority stake in Virgin Music to save his airline. But while it was a risky move, it paid off in the end. Over the years, Richard Branson diversified his business interest, entering various sectors. Some of the industries he explored included telecommunications, trains, undersea exploration, wine distribution, fitness centers, healthcare clinics, and even commercial spaceflight with Virgin Galactic. His success all came down to trying new things. So far, he's created more than 400 companies that are all owned by Virgin. As of 2023, Richard Branson's net worth is reported to be around $2.9 billion. This shows his talent for turning fresh ideas into profitable businesses. He's strong, flexible, and stays one step ahead, steering clear of typical entrepreneur challenges. Richard Branson's career trajectory is remarkable, but he built it all himself. To make his billions, the next person on our list dared to challenge a social media giant. Number 2. Pavel Durov's rise from Kontakte to Telegram. Pavel Durov is the founder and owner of the messaging app Telegram. The app has grown to have 700 million active users and is valued at $30 billion. And these successful projects have boosted Pavel's riches to reach a massive $11.5 billion. But this is not his only successful venture. In fact, his rise to success began with the creation of Kontakte, a Russian social network he founded in 2006. Pavel sold a 12% stake in the company for $300 million in 2015, which contributed significantly to his wealth. However, he hit rock bottom at one point. He refused to agree with Kremlin demands to access Kontakte data of Ukrainian protest leaders. And this led to what many had feared. He was removed as CEO, and the social media network was eventually sold off. But despite facing political troubles and conflicts with the Kremlin, Pavel had a plan. His decision to start Telegram, an encrypted messaging service, turned out to be a brilliant move. Telegram's focus on privacy and security attracted millions of users, and it's played a significant role in various global events, including the war in Ukraine. Plus, he's made many calculated moves. One of them was to relocate to Dubai, where there's no personal income tax. Some would say that only highlights his ability to make financial decisions. But he's not even close to the most successful person on our list. At number 1, we have the king of successful investments. Number 1. Warren Buffett's investment power. Warren Buffett is one of the most successful investors in history, and that's not all. He made some well-thought-out decisions throughout his career. These strategies have helped to skyrocket his wealth, which is reported to be around an eye-popping $120.9 billion. But how is he able to catapult himself to such heights? Warren is known for his value investing approach. He seeks out companies that are undervalued but have solid fundamentals. It means that he looks for businesses with a competitive advantage in the marketplace and a strong management team. Then he gives them what they need to make it big while profiting off the returns. Warren Buffett's next famous strategy is his long-term perspective on investing. He buys stocks with the intention of holding them indefinitely. Through this, he benefits from the long-term profits of many of his investments. Warren Buffett also has a keen business sense and a deep understanding of various industries. So, he often acquires entire companies and allows their existing management teams to continue to run them. Over the years, he's built a diverse portfolio of businesses, from insurance to consumer goods. This has contributed to the stability and growth of his wealth. It doesn't matter if one business fails because he has so many backing up his bank account. But it's nothing like getting lucky. He's also skilled at allocating capital effectively. He used the profits from his textile business to acquire other businesses that provided a steady stream of funds for further investments. But he's quite selective in his investments. He avoids investing in businesses he does not fully understand. His careful approach paid off when the dot-com bubble burst. Unlike many of us, he's not swayed by market trends or popular sentiment. He sticks to his investment principles, and he goes against the crowd when he believes it's wise to do so. But how does all of this contribute to his principles? Well, the companies he's invested in are the ones that have strong brands and high profit margins. And these are the factors that contribute to any company's long-term success and growth. So things automatically work well for him. He learned his basics from Benjamin Graham's value investing, but added his own twist, emphasizing good management and a competitive edge. Warren Buffett's accomplishments are a result of his investment know-how, long-term outlook, and patience. He's been exceptionally smart throughout his career, earning him a spot among the world's wealthiest. It's truly inspiring to see people build a billion-dollar empire using their strategic thinking. But it's not only businessmen that can be smart. You don't want to miss these 200 IQ moments from lottery winners. Click now.